Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to 2d6 Bros. Today we have a special battle report for you, a skewed list battle. We're playing only Blood Angels, 2000 points of Death Company versus 2000 points of Dreadnoughts, plus some extra stuff here. It's the rage against the machine. Let's have a first look into the Death Company build. This army will be played by my good friend Florian. He will start with 7 CP. The whole army is 1999 points worth. First up we start with a patrol. In the HQ section we have a chaplain. He is a wise orator, he has Icon of the Angels, the Exhortation of Rage and Canticles of Hate are his extra litanies. In the troop section we have 5 incursors, and for the transport there's a drop pod and a Dreadnought drop pod. Embarked there is going to be a Death Company Dreadnought and 9 Death Company Marines with power axes and swords. Next up is a Vanguard detachment. In the HQ section we have a Death Company Captain with Gift of Foresight and the Armor Indomitus, and also a Death Company Lieutenant. In the elites it's going to be very deathy. We have 10 times Death Company Marines with axes and swords, another 8 with axes and swords, another 8 with this time jump packs, but also power axes and swords, and 5 more with jump pack and 4 thunder hammers. There's 1 heavy support which is a whirlwind, and more transports which are 2 drop pods. What is the idea of this list? The idea is to put most of those Death Company Marines together with all the characters into the drop pods arriving in turn 1, and the chaplain will make it easier for the Death Company to make the charge. They all will have a charge on 7" only, and the Icon of the Angel will let them reroll it for free. Having the Death Company Captain and the Lieutenant around, we will have the auras of rerolling once to hit and once to wound. So if the placement is well, so if the charges go off, it's going to be very bloody, or let's say very oily, due to the fighting Dreadnoughts. Now let's have a closer look into the Dreadnought build. The Dreadnoughts will be played by me. I will start with 6 CP, and the list is 1989 points. First up there's a patrol. The HQ is a bike chapter master. He got Gift of Foresight and the Armor Indomitus. Also he's accompanied with a lieutenant. The troop section there are 5 incursors, and Agents of the Imperium we have Voidsmen at Arms, 6 guys. This gives me an option for Nagmund data as an example. In the elite section we have 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts. They both have the Macro Plasma Incinerator. Next up is a Vanguard detachment. We have a Tech Marine who is Master of the Forge. Of course you need him to repair those Dreadnoughts in need. And a Librarian Dreadnought. He has Psychic Mastery and he is a Chief Librarian. He got Quickening, Shield of Sanguinius and Wings of Sanguinius. If you play a Dreadnought list, you need to have a Librarian Dreadnought being a Blood Angel player. Absolutely. In the lead section there are 2 Ironclad Dreadnoughts and 2 Relic Contemptor Dreadnoughts, both with Volkite Culverins and the rocket pods on the top. Furthermore, there are Blade Guard Veterans, 3 of them, and a Judicicar. Altogether 1989 points. It's going to be very funny. We have 7 Dreadnoughts at all. We have also troops around them. We can do actions with them. They can shoot a lot, but they're also very fearsome in melee. I guess it's even, you could say, a kind of skewed but balanced list, kind of. Let's see how they can perform against this black wave of Death Company Marines. The mission briefing. Today we are playing Tear Down Their Icons. It is a mission with 5 objective markers, and it's a 1, 2 or more mission. Also the primary plus is special here. We have to plant some bombs in the player's territory, which is an action. Let's have a look into Florian's secondaries. He chooses Fury of the Lost, Engage on all fronts, and Assassinate. I choose the Blade of Sanguinius, Oaths of Moment, and Stranglehold. Let's have a look into the table layout. All the scenery on the table is considered to be large ruins. That means they are scalable, breachable, they have light cover, they're defensible, and they have the obscuring trait. The player deployment zones are here in red and blue, and Florian won the roll-off and he decided to be the attacker. He wanted to deploy, well, whatever he could deploy on the upper right hand, and I had to deploy my Dreadnoughts on the lower left hand area. Let's check out the deployment. Let's start with the Dreadnoughts. They deployed quite defensively because on the other side we have here one big threat. We have the 5 Death Company Marines with the hammer, and due to Forlorn Fury they have a big threat range. They could jump the first turn up to here and just start to hammer down a Dreadnought. So basically what I did, I put my Dreadnoughts more into the rear and also my characters more into the rear, and I put in the front some shields. Here we have the Blade Guards and the Judicicar, and here we have the servitors, so they shall shield me against whatever's coming from the front, and it cannot go directly into my Dreadnoughts. And here we have hiding 5 incursors on this mission objective marker, and in reserves I put my 6 Voidsmen at arms. So yeah, I'm very afraid of all the drop ports, and that's why I'm so much in the rear here. The deployment for my opponent, for the Death Company, is quite simple. Here we have the Whirlwind hiding 5 incursors here inside, and here are the 5 Death Company Marines with hammers, giving me this threat about the Forlorn Fury stratagem. Yeah, and all of this here is in strategic reserve. Yeah, let's see how hard that will hit me. So let's see who starts the game. It is first turn the Dreadnoughts. So first turn of the Dreadnoughts. I was basically spreading a little bit out. Kept my shields in the front against the incoming Dreadnoughts over here, and buffed myself with my Librarian a little bit, quickening and Shield of Sanguinius. And here I placed a bomb with my incursors. Due to their troops, they finished this action in the end of my turn. Here I try to shield a little bit with my Lieutenant. There's nothing else I can shield with. And yeah, so I hope the drop ports will not be able to reach my Dreadnoughts so easily. I was shooting the Death Company with hammers here inside of this building. They all died, but I took a lot of shooting to kill them. And here in the ruin, the incursors, I only killed 1 because there was not much left to shoot with. Yeah, that was my first turn. I scored my so far 4 points for the bomb. If Florian cannot defuse it, let's see how the first turn goes for the Death Company. So it's absolutely worth this time to make a video in the end of the movement phase from Florian, because he decided to come down with 3 drop ports. All his infantry Death Company is now on the board. It's very, very scary. I maybe made a small mistake here with my screening. So these guys will try to make a multi-charge into my Ironclad, my Servitors, and into my Lieutenant here. This is going to hurt a lot because his characters are also all here. And with Litany, no, it's Canticle of Hate, he will have a 7-inch charge. This is going to be terrible if he makes them. Also here he came down to threaten my incursors, so I have to stop planning here some bombs. This is going to be very, very interesting. Let's see if he can make all his charges or not. So let's see the charges. First charge is going to be Death Company into the incursors. That's not enough, so CP reroll. 8 plus 1 is 9. They're in. Those incursors are dead.
Absolutely dead. Next one is the captain into the ironclad. Not enough. Icon of the angel, reroll. Makes it. Next up, lieutenant. Icon of the angel. 6 plus 2 is 8, no. And the death company multi-charge into the lieutenant and the ironclad. Nope. Icon of the angel. Yes, they're in. The end of turn 1 for the death company. That was very, very hurtful. So they made most of the charges. We took this building here away because it was just easier to handle now. They killed my lieutenant here and they killed the ironclad over here. And they also managed, of course, to kill all the incursors here in that building. So they own this objective marker now. I cannot put any more bombs down here. They got engaged on all fronts for 2 points. Fury of the Lost, 3 points. And Assassination, also 3 points. Good scoring the first turn. Big threat. Now I need to start to shoot all of this stuff down. Let's see how my turn goes. End of turn 2 of the Dreadnoughts. Well, bad dice, I have to say. Shooting wise, wow, I couldn't kill this squad of Death Company Marines. They saved a lot because they were in this building. Remember, here's normally a building. They had great saves, their armor contempt and in cover is just great for them. Then I charged them, I shoot them, I couldn't kill them. Very bad dice. I was interrupted and also there was not much damage done to me, so we're all alive. I'm just afraid now my librarian dreadnought will be killed, so I cannot score my blade of the sanguineous points. The max at least not anymore. Here the blade guard failed to charge the death company here inside. Well, let's say it like this, there's too much black power armor left on the table. End of the movement phase of Florian's second turn. Now all the reinforcements are here. He decided to bring down his dreadnought drop pod here to touch the mission objective markers. Hiding his dreadnought here is pushing a lot on this flank here now. This brings me a lot of trouble actually. And here he brought jump pack death company down. They're going to charge my captain here. He put his chaplain closer into the middle, so Canticus of Hate will give them an easier 7-inch charge plus a reroll for free for the Icon of the Angels. And I guess those guys are going to do maybe a charge or even a multi-charge against these both dreadnoughts here. Oh. I fear a lot. I fear a lot. So let's see the charges. First charge is going to be the death company with jump packs against my captain. Can you pull this off? It's on a 7. Nope. Free reroll? Nope. It's not. Whew. Next one is a multi-charge from this death company against these both dreadnoughts. Should be also a 7. Nope. This is a go. This is the end of turn 2 of Florian, and we can see some things have happened. He killed my librarian dreadnought, but I played the stratagem only in death duty ends or something like this, so he could fight back and he was killing his captain, so I got juicy 15 victory points for killing his warlord in melee with my warlord or with my character before I was killed. I did not explode. Didn't kill much more of his death company. They are so resilient, and yeah, my rolls are very bad currently. And here I managed just to kill 2 of his death company guys who charged me, and he killed my Judicicar and one more Blade Guard guy, and another one's down to 1 wound. Those death company marines are just so crazy strong. Yeah, there's still his death company dreadnought here. It's looking very harsh, very harsh. Let's see what I can do in my turn 3. End of my 3rd turn, the Dreadnoughts. So that was quite good actually. I cleared out all these jump pack death marines here, and I killed a bunch more here. And the combined power of a Redemptor and a Ironclad killed all these death company marines over here, which is very good for me. Of course, he would try to come in with the death company dreadnought, but he's far away, and even if he makes it to the Ironclad afterwards, my Redemptor will wait for him. That's fine. I came down with my Voidsman at arms here in the middle for scoring better odds of moment, and I also try to make a bomb here. They're not troops, so I have to wait until my next command phase if they get shot off or not. We shall see. So far, looks much better now. So this is the end of Florian's 3rd turn. He killed this Redemptor Dreadnought here. I killed his priest over here. His Whirlwind did some very good shooting. It was driving over there, and so it had a direct view, a direct vision on my middle here with my Voidsman at arms, and it killed them all. And this Dreadnought and also the drop pods were shooting the last, what was it? Servitor. So yeah, the middle is cleared out, and I will not be able to plant the bomb here. His Dreadnought was running away basically now, because he thinks, I guess, 3 against 1 is not fair. Don't know what he's going to do over there. Let's see. It's about catching up in points now. I think now it's quite doable for me. Let's see after my 4th turn. End of my turn number 4. So I cleaned out all the death company here finally, and I cleaned this area. I had a lucky melter shot with my Leviathan, not with my Ironclad, and I killed the death company dreadnought over here and also destroyed the drop pod over here, took over this point, have this point. I'm trying to put another bomb here now. Let's see if the blade card can do it finally. And yeah, it's absolutely about catching up now. I'm behind 16 points. Let's see, but I'm quite confident now actually. End of Florian's turn 4. Nothing really happened. He just tried with his dreadnoughts, drop pods, and with the Whirlwind to shoot the blade guard. Took a wound, but I CP rerolled it, and they're still fine. So we get 4 points for another bomb. Now I have 2 bombs over here. It's my last turn. I will try to kill some drop pods actually to stop him from getting engaged on all fronts, and also take over hopefully 1 more mission objective marker. Yeah, like I said, I have to catch up, and let's see. End of the Dreadnoughts, my turn number 5. Not so much what happened, of course. So this drop pod here was destroyed again by a melter shot from the Ironclad. Very great melter shooting today. I'm really proud. Unfortunately, I could not kill the Whirlwind over there. This is going to be a big problem because that will score still 4 points for Florian. Here we have the captain. He destroyed both drop pods. Each exploded, so he lost each time 1 wound. But now this is my objective. And this is the end of my turn. There's currently nothing left on the board except the Whirlwind, but unfortunately there's still 1 squad of incursors in guerrilla deployment. It will come and will make a bomb, so I'm not sure if this is going to be enough points for Florian. It's very crazy tight. So this is the end of turn 5 Florian, and also end of the game. There was not much What happened, actually only came in with his incursors here. He put the bomb. It will be finished in the end of his turn. Gets him 4 more points, plus 4 points from the whirlwind. And he won the game 69 to 66. He kept me so busy in the first 3 turns. I was not able to score enough. So I couldn't catch up anymore in the end of the game. Even he's basically almost tabled. But yeah, good job. 69 to 66, only a whirlwind and some incursors left. Thanks to guerrilla deployment, this game goes to the Death Company list.